Okay, so something has just come out, which I think is really exciting. Something I never used before, and now we are going to be using it. So what does that mean? Here we have a look from Boris, who is looking after Claude Code. We have here /design. /design is now able to be used within inside of the CLI and also the app. Quite interesting, right? And I'm just looking through this thinking, how can I use this? So what I've done and had a look at is on my website at the moment. It's just everything about me, what I do, etc. But there's no offer at the top. So what I've done is, and I'll just show you the TLDR. So here I've had a look at like different ways of what would be good for my website. Now, interestingly, when I'm inside of the Claude Code app, it just didn't work. I put here as my prompt /design. Hey, I'm looking at my website, and the one thing which I want is to change actually my website on the top. I want it to have a rolling banner saying what we offer. And what I mean by this is that it could be like a phone call, it can be AI discovery, it can be whatever it might be, right? And blah, blah, blah. And also I want it when I hover over that it stops, then you can get the information, etc. So like here, and it stops, and then it carries on. So if I press play here, it stops. So it didn't work in the Claude Code app. When I'm inside of VS Code, so you can be using cursor or you can be using anything else. What I did was I tried the app, and the app worked. So the Claude Code app worked, and then also I did it inside of Terminal. And the one thing is, if anyone knows how my system works, I have an agentic system here, and here now it says that it's done the work. So I'm just going to push it live, and that was through the artifact which it just built out for me, which is this one here. Now the cool thing is this acts as a canvas, so you can zoom in and out, you can come in here, you can change the text, you can add annotations, and you can do all the things which you could do in design, but you can now do it through the CLI, so in VS Code. Again, the way to do this, if you're inside of here, you would just type Claude, right? And by the way, when I type Claude or COS or whatever, Chief of Staff, it brings up my Chief of Staff for my setting. And it's exactly the same as if I was in here and I'm inside of the application Claude Code, and then I just type, for example, who am I speaking to? It will then tell me that I'm speaking to the Chief of Staff. So I have my Chief of Staff who's always orchestrated through my agentic system on the left-hand side. But that's not too important. The important thing is, how do we approach using design? So let's just take another idea, and let's see if this works. So if I just go to our SaaS, so BluePlay, and having a look in here, and let's say I'm looking at the what's next. And maybe I would want this to be a little bit different. So I'm going to come in, copy this, I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to go /design, tab, paste my my hyperlink. Hey, I'm just looking on roadmap, and at the moment, like I like the way it looks, but it could be, I don't know, just like a little bit more polished. Maybe there could be a different way of how we hover around things, or it could be a different color, or it could be more that we have like e-charts or some kind of chart system in here just showing what we've done, what the timeline is, and what that can look like, even from like a Kanban kind of point of view. Can you just make me some design choices, please? I'm going to go in and just submit this. By the way, you see here it says bypass permissions. That's not possible unless you use our skill, which I've got on my Git repo, and you can check that out. And then with inside of here now, that's just going to go through, and it knows where to go, right? Because my Chief of Staff knows where to go with BluePlay, and it's going to have a look at everything which it's got already, and then start to design something else. So again, that was a /design, then my prompt, and then it's coming through, having a look at what we have already, and then what it can design. So let's have a look what this brings up. So it looks like it's gone through and it's done the timeline, the Kanban, one artboard left, is the chart view. Loading house data viz guide before drawing it. So it looks like it's just getting some information inside of here, which we can see. And now it looks like it's building that out, and let's just see what that looks like. So now it's asking if we want to open this, so we're going to go to open. And now we have our different views, and I really like the delivery evidence. That's super nice, actually. Let's just have a look quickly. So I'm using left click just to look around. I also like this as well, it's quite nice. What's next? So Blue Play roadmap, 4 directions, all on the real site v2 system. All right. Polish cards, keep stage structure, upgrades the hover. So if I just press play. Okay, so it just means that it will highlight like this. Interesting. Here, I actually like this one as well, with the timeline now in build, shipped. What's next? Really nice. Here's a Kanban board, which we originally had. And to be fair, what I really like is this one, delivery evidence. So I think I'm going to go with number 4, right? So let's just see what that looks like. I wonder what it says in VS Code. So it says 4 directions. Ship A this week. Fold these stats cells. I'm going to say you can click into an artboard, tweak the colors directly, save and keep the changes. So again, yeah, it's saying here that we can change the properties of this. We can go in, we can change the colors here, etc. Which I'm not going to. I think I'm super happy with how it looks. But this is what you can do. You can go in, exploring, you know, we can change this text. So it could be just what we think could be next, for example. And so on and so on. So I'm going to go discard. We're going to keep this. And everything's published already. So I'm gonna go for D. I want to go for D, please. Can we just make that reality and get that online immediately? Thanks for the different solutions. Let's go again for D. And I think this is really, really smart. So that's it. I'm going to let this finish. And then we'll just come back once this is done and have a look what it's like live on the web. And then we'll finish the video. And just to finish off, we see here what's next. Now this is on the website itself and it's live. I definitely need to sort this out because there's been a lot more ships than what's here, but that's totally fine. I'll just go through and organize that. But we can see here just using something so simple like /design now inside of Claude Code in the CLI or inside of the app itself. It's pretty bloody good. All right, so with that, that's the video over. Try it, see what you think. It's pretty impressive. Okay, thanks.